All right, this is the last of our exponent properties. And so what we'll do next is combine all of them together, use them side by side to simplify more complex exponential expressions. But what do we do when we have negative exponents? So I'll just write a few examples here, and I think you'll see the pattern. But the convention in math is that you don't want things with negative exponents. It's just not preferred. So if I have 5 to the negative second, I can rewrite this to have a positive exponent by writing it as 1 over 5 to the positive second. If I have 7 to the negative 12th, same thing. I'll rewrite it as 1 over 7 to the positive 12th. And then x to the negative 1 power, I can write it as 1 over x to the first power, I should say. And remember, you don't have to write 1 if that's your exponent. You can just leave it as 1 over x in this case. So a formula we can use is that if I have something raised to a negative exponent, I can rewrite it as 1 over this expression over here, but with a positive exponent. So here's our handy formula we can use. So for example, if I have, let's say, 3x to the negative 4th, well, I'm going to rewrite that x to the negative 4th. The 3 is fine. We don't have to touch that. So I will rewrite this as 3 times, remember, these two terms, when they're next to each other, you're just multiplying them. So I'll have 3 times, and then x to the negative 4th, if we use our formula we just wrote, that's going to be rewritten as 1 over x to the positive 4th. And if I want to write 3 in fraction form, so I can be multiplying two fractions, that'll help out nicely here. Multiply our numerators. 3 times 1 is 3 over 1 times x to the 4th is x to the 4th. So 3 over x to the 4th. If I have, let's say, x to the negative 8th over 11, 11 is fine as a whole number, so I'm not going to rewrite that in any different way, but I will rewrite this numerator, because it's got a negative exponent, using our formula that we had up here. So x to the negative 8th is going to be rewritten as 1 over x to the 8th, all over 11. And what we have now is we're dividing fractions. I have a fraction divided by 11. So what we do here is we keep change flip. So I'm going to rewrite this as, I will keep this 1 over x to the 8th the same. So I'll have 1 over x to the 8th. And then I'm going to change that division to be multiplication. So keep change. And then we're going to flip the denominator. So instead of, remember this is 11 over 1, I'm going to write it as 1 over 11. Multiply our numerators, we get 1. Multiply our denominators, we get 11x to the 8th. So one shortcut, and I'll do a couple other examples here in a second, is wherever your term with the negative exponents is, if it's in the numerator, send it to the denominator, and then the exponent becomes positive. If it's in the denominator, send it back up to the numerator, and then the exponent becomes positive. So let's look at a couple more examples to drive that point home. All right, 5 to the negative second x. So here is our term with the negative exponent, and we know what to do, right? I'm going to rewrite this as 1 over 5 to the second, and then times x. And x, I can write that as a fraction by just putting it over 1. And now I'm multiplying two fractions together. So I'll have 1 times x is x in the numerator, and then the denominator is going to be 5 squared. So you can leave your answer like this. That's totally fine, x over 5 squared. Or we can, since 5 is a number, 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. So either one of those is fine. Over here, x to the negative 1 is our term with the negative exponent, and the shortcut is like I just said, wherever your negative exponent term is, like here it's in the numerator, to make it positive, we're just going to bring it down to the denominator, and then that -1 is going to become a positive 1. So our answer here is going to be 5 over 3x to the first, or 5 over 3x. Remember, we don't have to write our exponent if it's 1. And then just reverse over here, x to the -100 is in the denominator. So I'm just going to send it up top to the numerator with the 17, and our answer will be 17 x to the 100 over 2. And if you want to see exactly why that works, just go back and use this formula right here, and just be careful with your multiplying, dividing fractions, and you will see that that it does work that way. But always good to know just a shortcut.